In Welding 141 and throughout the welding certificate program, you'll be using certain tools in Desire to Learn. So let's go through some of those tools so we can take a look at how they function and how you'll be using them in the course. I am going to open up Module 3, and remember we are in the course and we are on the modules link. So from your course home tab, and this is where your course will open up, you want to click on content, and that'll get you into the modules. So we're on modules. We're going to scroll down to module 3, shop safety practices, and let's go ahead and click on that, and that's going to pop open a bunch of menu items here. So once again, just to remind you, when you're clicked on in these modules, wherever you're clicked, this is module 3, it's going to open up everything that's available to you in module 3, and then you drill down through the details by clicking on these tabs here. So we're going to open up the reading tab, and it's going to give us a required reading, textbook chapter 2. Make sure you pay attention to the pages that it's telling you to take a look at, because sometimes you'll be reading entire chapters, and other times you'll be reading select pages from those chapters, so pay attention to that. Okay, so that's readings under Module 3. If we click on quiz, there is a quiz in here, and if we click on that, it opens up the quiz along with the instructions. So you want to pay attention here to what you're asked to do and what your instructions are, and then you can continue to the quiz. Okay, so it pops up the questions. As I go through, I select the answers off my questions. And of course, I'm just doing this very quickly just so you can see how this works. One of the recommendations as you're taking your quiz, if it's a long quiz with a lot of questions, you want to make sure that you save often. So just click the save button and save your input, your questions as you're answering them. So in case your browser goes down or your computer freezes up, you have your answers saved up to a certain point. Okay, we're almost done here. And just remember, I'm pretending to read these questions as I'm going through and answering them just for the sake of this tutorial. Okay, I want to go to save all my responses, and then I am going to submit my quiz. And it just wants to confirm that I'm ready to submit, and I'm going to say yes, submit, and it gives me my feedback here that I have made my attempt to that I submitted my quiz. So that's how you take the quizzes, and they're pretty standard, and they will be similar from one quiz to the next. Okay, if I go back over here to my module and click on lecture materials, it opens up my page here, my lecture materials page, and pay very close attention to what's on this lecture materials page. This highlights everything for you that is going to be important in your class discussions. So you want to read everything, you want to access everything, and you want to make sure you have a pretty good understanding of what this week's topic or this module topic is going to be about. The information in here is pertinent to what's going to be happening in the discussion in the classroom. So you want to make sure that you go through and do everything on this page that you're instructed to do. So here it's telling you that you need to open this link right here. So if you click on that, it will pop open the link, and it will download it and open it up for you. So it opens up your presentation. This one opened up as a PDF file. So that was from clicking right here. It pops that open for you. All right, just continue scrolling down. You'll see that you have some YouTube videos in here that you'll need to access. And then down at the bottom, it prompts you to start thinking about questions that you need to be ready to answer when you come to the class for discussion. Okay, so that's lecture material, and again, make sure you go through that very carefully. Under Test Your Knowledge, these are little activities that are tied into the readings and the lecture materials. When you click on these, they're just fun little activities for you to do, but they help you because they're set up to help you remember terms or recall different facts and things. This one is a labeling activity, and what it does is it gives you some instructions here, and it asks you to go through and select the right label for these different diagrams. So when you don't get the answer right, you hear a little boink. When you do get them correct, you hear a little chime, and it keeps track of how you do, and when you submit it, it asks you to send your submission to your instructor. So the email address and everything is there. You just hit the submit button, and the results of these activities go to your instructor. So again, these are just fun little activities. It's kind of hard to see them as you scroll through on these pages. So if you click this little icon here, you can view content in new window, and it'll push that entire soft chalk activity to a new window. So this is what it looks like. Again, you drag and drop. When you get it correct, you will hear a little chime that says you are correct. All right, so that is the soft chalk activity. When you get into these activities, you will see that no two of them are the same. There's all different kinds of activities that we'll be embedding in this course for you. And again, it is under the Test Your Knowledge section, and it just helps with recall and practice on certain topics. Homework, you may see this tab popping up more toward the end of the course, where you are going to have to submit homework assignments or worksheet assignments, and this is what that looks like. Your homework assignment will be here as an attachment, so this could be a worksheet, a document for you to fill out, or instructions for some sort of assignment right here. This is a document, and if I wanted to open the document, I could click on it. It's a PDF file. I could go to this drop-down menu here, and I could download it. Downloading it saves the file, and then you can pick it up on your computer. I'm just going to open this here. Okay, and this is a PDF file, but it's a form file, so you can actually go through and click in this and fill in your information. Okay, and you can go through and insert your answers and things. And then you can save it. So you're completing your form online. You're saving your form to the computer with a specific name. And you will, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so I'm going to save this to my desktop. So I've completed my document, I've saved my document, and now I'm going to go back to my content area, and that's up here where I'm going to go to my Dropbox and submit my document. Okay, so If you look across the top here, at the top of this page, you're going to see what are known as breadcrumbs. And the breadcrumbs are actually like a little navigation map, and I can click my way back to my homework page and get to my Dropbox. So here's the assignment. It tells me what to do here with the assignment. Here's where it's telling me how to name the assignment. So it's going to be the name of the assignment, my last name, and first initial. So I named my assignment, and I'm going to drop it in my Dropbox. So I'm just going to click on this, and it opens up almost like what reminds me of an email folder. So I'm going to upload my document, and here it is. And it's attaching. And once it attaches itself, I can give a little message along with my submission to the instructor to let them know that the document is finished. So there's my attachment. I'm going to send I'll send a little comment, and then I'm going to submit to Dropbox. Okay, it tells me that my document has been submitted at this time, and that is my actions in here now are complete. Okay, so that's how you do your homework and you use Dropbox. And then finally, here is the checklist. Now when you click on the checklist, it's going to open up a page that allows you to go through and check off the items that you've completed. So as you go through and complete your items and check them off on the checklist, you'll know that everything's done and that your assignments for this course area are complete. Now sometimes your instructor will set this up to where they automatically click themselves or check themselves off as you complete assignments. So once you get through your checklist and you make sure all of your stuff is completed and everything's checked off, you have finished that module and you are ready to move on to the new module. So that is an overview on how to access a module and get through the different tools and activities in this module. So good luck with the course, and we will be checking in every now and again. Thank you.